Welcome to Rick's Corner. I want to talk a little bit about fad diets and how to lose weight, how you train to lose weight properly or how you lose weight improperly. And the reason I even bring this up is I ran into a man today at lunch who was not in shape at all, but he lost 200 pounds. So I said, how'd you lose that? He said, I did it by eating shredded wheat and milk all day, every day for the past year. Well, to me, that's not a good diet. That's kind of crazy. You're not getting any vitamins. You're not getting the things you need, but he lost weight. Now you have these companies like Jenny Craig or let's say Weight Watchers. They send you your meals out, you pay for them, and then they give you a certain amount of thing to eat all day long, like 5 or 6 times a day, and you can eat almost anything you want within their points. I've seen people do this and they lose weight. They definitely lose weight. But they lose everything. They lose fat, they lose muscle, they lose everything. So the idea is that you don't want to lose the muscle, you just want to lose the fat, and we all know this. I've had people come to me and they say, I want to train with you, I want to start working out, but I want to lose the weight first. I've heard this numerous times, and they're overweight. Say, as soon as I lose the weight, I'll start working out in the gym. I said, why would you want to wait? Why don't you do the two things at once? Well, I want to lose the weight so when I go to the gym, I'll look thinner. I try to tell them that the two things work together. If you're going to work out and you're going to diet, you'll lose weight quicker and you'll harden up quicker as well. One's working from the outside, leaving it, and one's working from the inside, working out. Makes more sense to me and everybody else that I talk to once I explain it to them. Well, then you have these diets like you had oh my God, it goes way back to the Atkins diet, the Beverly Hills diet, and all these different diets that were taken off of the original bodybuilding diet, which I've talked about numerous times. And those diets are fad diets. They're just names for people to say, oh, I'm on the Beverly Hills diet. Oh, I'm on the Atkins diet. And it's like, all it is just low carbs and high protein. And basically that's all it is. But they put names on it, and since it has a name attached to it, it's like wearing a name label t-shirt, it's better. And to me, it's not any better, and I don't think brand name labels are any better than the t-shirts that buy at Target or anywhere else. They all fit the same, they look good, and that's the way it goes. So my theory on that, or my take on that, and especially for you older guys out there who've been out of the gym for a long, long time, and you write to me and you say, I'm getting back in the gym after 10 years, and where do I begin, and what do I do, and what about my diet? When you don't work out, you have a tendency to eat everything in the world because you're not working out, and you say, what the hell, why don't I just eat this and eat that and eat that, and you end up getting fatter and fatter. And not that you get obese, you just get out of shape. You just have a lot of tissue over your muscle and it doesn't fit right in clothes, and you have a roll and you think, oh man, I'll never get rid of this. Well, if you do go to a gym, if you have a trainer or if you don't have a trainer, you start with basic exercises. You take each body part and think about this. You write it down. You have a chest, you have back, you have shoulders, you have arms, you have legs, and you have waist. You work the whole body somehow throughout your time that you can get to the gym. So if you're going to do a chest and back workout like I do, then you take 35 or 45 minutes and you divide that up to the two body parts, and you get 3 exercises for each body part. So you do a little cardio on the treadmill and you do little leg raises for abs. Real basic stuff. This is going to get your muscles toned, and it's also going to start burning body fat at the same time. Now, people tell me, oh, you go to the gym every day, you can eat anything you want. Not true. I can't eat anything I want. I can do 20 minutes on a bicycle and it's like 45 calories or some. It depends on how hard you pedal, of course, and that's like a cookie or two. It's like, come on, that's not going to happen. Yes, cardio and extreme for a contest, if you're really dieting down, you're going to lose body fat. Yes, you are. But for the average person that goes, and I see them on the treadmill just walking along for an hour, and they're not losing any weight, and they're just getting fatter because it's doing nothing for them, because they're not watching their diet. Now, vegetables, yes, you can have that. You can have a balanced meal. You don't have to drop all of your carbs. You're not training for a show, but you drop them a little bit at a time just because you want to tighten up the body. I don't say go extreme, not high protein and low carb extreme like a competitor, but just in common sense wise. And then you'll start to lose. I had a friend that dropped out diet soda for like a month or two, and he lost like 40 pounds. Dropped out soda, I'm saying, not diet soda. But then I read the diet soda is just as bad, that it actually keeps weight on you. So I don't know what to believe anymore. I used to hear coffee is bad for you. Now I hear coffee is good for your heart. It's good for all kinds of things. Too much water is not good. If you drink too much water, you can get sick. You can wash the salt out of your system. I don't know. You hear so many theories, you don't know what to believe anymore. But people ask me, gee, Rick, you go to lunch, you have a hamburger patty and eggs, and you have some cottage cheese, or you have some fruit. Don't you get bored eating like that? Yes, I do get bored eating like that quite a bit. But I know I've done it for 50 years and it works for me. And so that allows me to have a cheat day or to have a dinner at night. And if I want a piece of cake and I want to share it, it's fine. It's not going to matter either way. And in effect, it does at some point matter somewhat, because if you do it every night, you're going to get a roll around your stomach that you didn't have before. Now, people also ask me about spot reducing. How do I reduce the sides in my stomach? Diet. You can do all the sit-ups and ab work in the world, and it's not going to get any smaller. Your stomach will get tighter and harder, but it's going to get bigger. I had a friend of mine said, just had coffee the other day, he says, man, I've been doing sit-ups for the past 2 weeks. He said, I gained an inch on my waist. Yes, the muscle grew. And you see people doing side bends with dumbbells. It's only get a big oblique. It's going to get big and thick and hang out there. It's not going to trim it. You can't trim the waist by working it like that. It does not happen. It will harden up, but you'll still have fat over the top of it unless you diet. So overall, the diets that we talk about, like Jenny Craig and all the others that gear your food towards you, you got to realize if you're an obese person and you don't want to work out and it's too hard to go to a gym, you're going to lose weight. I had a friend that trained with me for wrestling. He was on Jenny Craig, I don't know, for the longest time. And he lost like 60, 70 pounds, but he wasn't in shape. Now this guy was 58 and he wrestled with me for a while. Then he decided to go on the bodybuilding diet and did the little test. He was like 60 years old. He hardened up and got in rock hard shape, lean and hard, in about 6 months, following the diet we do and doing our training like we do. Then he had his first wrestling match, which he wanted to do, and that was the end of it. He went completely off. I saw him maybe a year ago. He gained 50 pounds back, completely out of shape, no muscle tone at all, and that was the end of that. So you have to maintain it, and it's you have to go to the gym, you have to do something, and you have to be aware of what you eat. Every meal you sit down, you say, okay, I'm going to eat right. I'm going to have something that's well balanced with vegetables and meat or chicken and fish, maybe a little brown rice, and that's about it. The dessert's going to wait till Sunday. So anyway, I wanted to bring that up with these fad diets because somebody had written to me and asked me what I thought about the 30-day plan, which I said, I don't know what that is. And he says, well, that's basically a fad diet. Yeah, they're all fads, and it really gets down to is to train like a bodybuilder. That doesn't mean you have to be obsessed, because bodybuilders are obsessed. You just have to be within the perimeters of proteins and carbs and fats. Now, I've said before that fats are used as energy. Whole eggs are not bad for you. Avocado, it's not bad for you. The carbohydrates like rice, mashed potatoes, white flour, white bread, you can eliminate that. You don't need it. It's just not necessary. The desserts with all the sugar, once in a while, I try to eat sugar-free if I can. I'll have a pancake at this one place I go and they give me sugar-free syrup. That's my cheat day. So this is just advice I wanted to give to you, and take it for what it's worth, but do what works for you, because what works for you or me may not for him. So things don't work for everybody, but in general, it's a good diet of following like a bodybuilder. Not too extreme, but like a bodybuilder. And the fad diets follow that as well. So basically when you're doing that, you're eating a fad diet, but you're eating it your way. It becomes your fad diet. Okay, that's my take on it, and I hope you guys have a great holiday, and enjoy your holiday. Train hard. Remember, the first year we start back on heavy training and getting back in good shape after we eat those Christmas cookies. I'll see you next time.
Drasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.